You need everything to align perfectly. Being good is not enough. And I get to be teammate with the best driver on the grid. It's a huge privilege. This is my final chance.
Sure.
If it doesn't work out this year, I need to accept that F1's not a thing anymore. There's moments where I'm like, yeah, I do realize what's happening and I'm up for the challenge, and sometimes like, what the hell am I doing here? I jumped out of the car and I waved at the crowd and it responded back to me.
Wow.
And I was like, this is insane.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Talking Ball podcast, powered by Arbitrade. I'm, of course, joined, as always, by my exceptional co-host, Nicola Hume. Isack Hadjar, welcome to the podcast. Oracle Red Bull Racing driver, by the way. How's it feel, man?
Is this your first time at the factory as a Red Bull Racing driver?
Officially, yes. Yes, it's my first day at work, let's say, even though I come here very often the last 4 years.
Yeah.
It's my first day.
I mean, you've come off the back of, you've done testing.
Yes.
For the first time as a Red Bull Racing driver in the Red Bull Racing suit. Now,
Yesterday.
I mean, look, you've done like FP1s and stuff in the past, but how did it feel actually driving the car knowing this is me now? I'm a Red Bull Racing driver.
Yeah, it's weird because usually, I go, then I go back.
Yeah.
But now I went and I'm staying there. It hits different. It's hard to realize that this is
life now, man.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the moment? Because when we had Lauren on the podcast, actually, we kind of asked him the same question when he found out about becoming team principal. You know, who was the first person he told? How was that? When you found out that information that you were going to be an Oracle Red Bull Racing driver in 2026, how did you process it? Who did you tell first? How did you tell him? Like, what was that story?
It was... Yeah, I just called my mom.
What did your mom say when you told her? What did she say?
She said that she actually got the phone call before I had it.
No.
She knew before I did.
How? What? They phoned her first?
Because she's my manager and she knows more than I do.
Wow. So she knew before you did?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
But she didn't want to be the one to tell you. She wanted you to hear it from Red Bull themselves.
Apparently.
Oh, that's so
She was just like, oh, old news, I know this already.
Yeah.
Tell me something I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, okay.
You're like,
sorry.
that's nice. I found out 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. And how does it feel? Because, you've had, one season in Racing Bulls, an incredibly successful season. We'll get into the details. And now for 26, you're in the big team. Has it sunk in yet? Will it take a while to sink in? It's you, man.
There's moments where I'm like, yeah, I do realize what's happening and I'm up for the challenge. And sometimes like, what the hell am I doing here? Like it's so far away from my go-kart days.
Yeah.
I'm like, why me? Why? How did I get chosen?
Because you've earned it.
Of course. But I'm incredibly lucky.
But again, you've earned it. I mean, I know it is luck, but you have earned it. And I do also want to say.
But you need everything to align perfectly. Being good is not enough.
We have to obviously talk about the 2025 season.
Yes.
So I want to take you back right to the start of the season.
Yeah.
So the Australia race was a really tricky one for you because the formation lap didn't go according to plan. And then I remember watching it on the telly and then seeing you come off and you came out the back and then you hugged Anthony Hamilton. And I think at that point, it was like there was then universal love and support for you, seeing that mistake on your first go. But off the back of that, you just kind of grew. You then took it in your stride and you grew from that moment. Do you think that was the moment that you really found your feet and the nerves just went away? Because that's it, that bad moment's gone. I can now grow and become better.
No, for me, my world collapsed that day. It's like in the car, the emotions were very, very high. But I'm in a sport where it's not like you have a fight every 6 months. You get to run it back 5 days later.
Yeah.
And that's when I saw my opportunity. I was like, okay, I'm gonna have a painful 5 days now, thinking about what could have been, thinking of that mistake. But I know I'm gonna jump back in the car and show everyone what I can do.
Yeah.
And at that time of the year, I had my best qualifying in China, and yeah, got back to my feet very quickly.
And it wasn't that much after that where Japan,
Yes.
first points.
Yep.
That
Yeah.
must have felt like a big,
Amazing.
yeah.
You know what? I like not even just the points, the fact that it's such a legendary track. I always wanted to drive there as an F1 driver. You know,
Yeah,
I've
you never
always-
driven around Suzuka before?
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like I've done sim.
course.
I've watched the races since I'm a kid. I'm like, I want to go there. I love Japan for its food, for its culture, its manga, everything. So I had a very good week. And plus my maiden points in
Yeah.
Formula One. There's no other places I wanted to have my first points. I've done it here. Amazing.
Is there any other race of the season for you that stands out in particular apart from Japan?
Obviously, there's the podium, but
This is what I wanted to lead to.
of
I wanted you
course,
to say it yourself,
it's the
but I've got
podium.
the notes written here that's what I wanted to lead on to. So.
Okay.
Yes.
She hadn't
Go
forgotten,
for
don't
it.
worry.
Zandvoort
Yes.
and Monaco because it's like my home race. I had all like my friends, family coming there. It's south of France, nearly. So this was a special race. It means a lot to me, Monaco, because this is where I got signed by Red Bull. Since I'm a kid, I'm a huge Ayrton Senna fan.
Yeah.
He's always dominated the streets of Monaco. So for me, if I have to race there, I have to do something special. And at that time of the year, it was our best result. It was, again, this was a great weekend.
And back onto Zandvoort, because,
Yeah.
you know, we saw Nico get his first podium in his entire
Yes.
F1 career this
Yeah.
season. And he's had to wait over 200 races to get it done. You've done it in your first. That's a huge
Yeah.
box to tick, I guess, especially in your first, you know, full season in Formula One as well.
You know, like before the season, I was like, there has to be a race where obviously I'm gonna have a decent car, but being on the podium is gonna be very hard. You know, like on pure pace, you gotta beat
Of course.
Mercedes, McLaren, Ferrari, Red Bull. It's tough. But I knew out of 24 races, there would be that one race where the car is gonna work, everything aligns perfectly, but I need to be here and I
Yeah.
need to be delivering that day. And I did. I wanted that podium that year, but I honestly didn't think it was going to happen.
Yeah.
you
Well,
know.
here's the thing: when amazing things happen, I mean, during the race, obviously you're fully focused, and then the race ends, and then you have to go into the cool down room. You've
Yeah.
got to be weighed, and then you walk up to the podium. Do you remember any of that, or is it all just a complete whirlwind?
I do, because
do?
it was completely new procedure for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember being in the cool room with Max and Oscar.
Yeah.
And they're all ready for that, and you know
Yeah.
they had their trainers with like towels so they
Yeah.
could change, and I was like, and I looked at
What do
Harry,
I do?
my guy. I was like, you brought me a towel? He was like, no. But of course,
Because he doesn't know either. I
you
guess,
have an
right?
underwear
It's
for
new
me?
for both of you.
Yeah, and they all had like brand new suits, like because after the podium, you know, you stink.
Yeah,
you're
of course.
sweaty.
And they get changed.
Yeah.
And they had like this custom towel where they fit it around them, so they can actually like get changed
Yeah.
without like. I was amazed. I was like, wow.
So then you went up on the podium in your disgusting sweaty suit.
Yeah, exactly. During press conference, and these guys smelled good. They were brand new, and I was like,
I'm glad.
that's not fair.
I'm glad, Isack, you've said that you remember that, because I've consumed so much content from over the years. Vettel, Alonso have spoken about this before, that one of their regrets in points is not remembering those moments enough and not enjoying those moments. So I'm glad that you really remember that day, because
I do.
that is a first. That is the first. That you will never have that first experience
Yes.
again. Yeah.
Amazing. You know what? Even when I parked the car on the third board,
Yeah.
and I jumped out, and so actually I was on the left hand side, and I was the closest to the grandstand, and I jumped out of the car, and I waved at the crowd, and it responded back to me.
Wow.
And I was like, this is insane.
Yeah. And
You
then
know?
your face hurts by the end of the day because you can't stop smiling.
Yeah,
so much.
exactly.
Yeah. You're like, my cheeks.
But that gave me a lot of like the adrenaline, you know, like just waving, and there's like thousands of people giving you back this energy.
Again, that's the universal
huge.
love.
Love it.
Yeah, I feel like even those that haven't been Racing Bulls fans or even Red Bull fans, it seems like every fan got behind you this season. Did you feel that?
Yeah, but I think that's the treatment as a rookie. You know, no one knows you, but I need to enjoy these days because one day, you know, you get very successful, I hope, and then it's a bit different.
But also it was kind of perfect that you were on the podium with Max. That must have felt incredible. It was really nice as well seeing him like pop the champagne and literally just throw it all over your face.
And just the fact that I got to actually spend the whole race with him. I was never more than 2 seconds behind him. So I got to do a proper race with Max.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I learned a few things. That was great.
I think that the rookie class of 2025 have all really done a very good job. But I think as well what has helped fans see you for who you are, because I just think you're genuine. We see you on the radio. We see you communicate the person that you are. Very, very passionate. And I actually wanted to ask a bit about Pierre, your race engineer.
Oh yeah.
Maybe Gazdi will talk about him later. But your relationship with Pierre, I love it. It's almost like, I know, uncle, nephew. You both give each other a little bit of sass, but there's like there's a lot of love there, though. I feel
of course.
For only working together for one season as well, like, you're gonna miss not working with Pierre, I suppose, next year.
I'm gonna miss a lot not working with Pierre, but you know, he's gonna be around for many more years. Me too. So we never know.
Yeah,
it might rekindle one day.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one day you never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How important is that? Like, does Pierre talk too much sometimes? Do you like a chatty race engineer? Do you like someone who's a bit more? Because we know all drivers like different things from their race engineers.
I like a quiet race when it's not going to plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I'm very pissed. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
I don't get any information. We're not getting points today. I have enough. But I do think I have very good capacity. Take a lot of information. I have very good capacity, and when I have enough, I tell you, you know. But I like having as much as I can.
I mean, you've had a pretty successful season. For your rookie season, a really, really successful season. You had 10 top 10 finishes. But then at the same time, you came in P12. You just missed out 10th in the championship. How did that feel? Even though
you were gutted,
from our perspective,
terrible.
You absolutely smashed it this season.
It's horrible. I think I'm 12. Well, I was like literally like 9th for a while, and
but like your first season as an F1 driver,
I know, but still I'm still very
going.
like.
I love that though. I love that
I'm
ambition.
So pissed
to be like as high as you possibly can.
Competitive.
Like, it was Fernando Alonso who got 10th, and he's like, it's Fernando Alonso.
I know.
And you're still gutted that you missed out.
I
on
know,
it,
but it's
I love that.
The Qatar race, you know, like.
Yeah. Oh, that was tough. That was tough.
I was
Qatar,
like, no
man.
way.
You see the replay, and it's just flapping.
2 laps to
and
the
then
end.
it goes, and it's just
so
like
bad.
You're so unlucky, man.
Yeah, but P9 or P12 or whatever, you know, it's. I ticked all the boxes I needed to get the promotion.
Yeah.
It wouldn't change my life, you know, even if I was 7th, you know, like it wouldn't change my 2026 season and my future. So in the end, I'm okay with that.
Well, also, I don't think we can get through this podcast without bringing up Lewis Hamilton. For you, were there a few races this season where you were racing alongside Lewis and just kind of going, oh my God, it's Lewis Hamilton, as you're kind of driving past him?
No, of course, there's been actually more races than I thought while I was racing him.
Yeah.
But obviously it's always a scenario where he's actually taking my position. You know, he just got more race pace. He's in a faster car, but still it's been quite good to have like moments where I'm outbraking him.
Mm-hmm.
He's cutting me back, and I'm like, yeah, actually I get to race the guy I always looked up to.
Yeah.
It's very sick.
I mean, that doesn't happen for everyone.
I know.
Your absolute hero to then suddenly be racing alongside them.
Like, you can play the F1 game, and you know you have the AI version of Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen,
but it's not the same.
It's not the same.
But that must be such a surreal moment.
It is, especially the first fight. You're like, wow.
Yeah.
Isack, I bring up the F1 game for a reason, because you correct me if I'm wrong here, but I want to talk about F1 Esports Challenger Series back in the day. Are you the first F1 Esports competitor in some capacity anyway to make it into Formula One? I think I think you are.
Probably. But I was.
Because talk to us about the F1 game and that part of your life.
This is like when I think it was my first season in F4. Like more 2019, 2020. I think F1 2020 actually, the game. That I played the most.
Yeah.
And I was literally I was like in a small esports team. And actually qualified for like the draft, the pro draft. But I couldn't attend it because I had real racing alongside it.
Damn it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I can't do it.
But yeah, I was so competitive. Like I was spending a lot of time.
Have you ever raced against Jarno or Freddie or
actually, I never got to that point.
Yeah. But that's kind of crazy, isn't it? Because the standard, I think it's really hard to communicate how high it is.
They are pushing the limits of physics to a point where you don't even imagine. It's obviously it's a lot easier to do it. You're behind a computer and the conditions every lap are pretty much the same. So actually they get to push it more than we do on real track. But because also it's a bit easier to get to that point, but still what they are doing is insane.
I guess I bring it up because Max is such an advocate of sim racing, and I feel like you're like a real example. Now we've seen the simulator is a massive part of all F1 teams now, but there is a generational change where perhaps someone like Lewis, he didn't really touch the sim that much through most of his career, but now guys like you and Ollie and Kimi and all the new generation coming through, you're all sim racers just as much as you are karters and junior formula racers as well.
I think it's a great tool, to just practice. I would say for me it's more when you go into that final Q3 lap, it's where you need to be special and you need to be more than precise. I don't have the word in my mind, but it's more than you need to be a surgeon,
Yeah.
And I feel like laps and laps on the sim is helping you in those moments. Repetition, It's easy to be fast, but then to find the last few tenths,
sure,
it's a different level.
Story. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm enjoying? If you're just listening to this podcast right now and not watching on YouTube, so when Isack walked in today, he sat down on the sofa and went, "Oh," and you're sitting there sipping tea, and you did say before we recorded, you were like, "Oh, I'm such an old man," but you're sitting there at 21 just sipping a nice fruity tea, and I'm obsessed with it. I wasn't expecting it.
It's a very good tea. Thank you, Alice.
I was not expecting you to be this chill, just kind of
it does happen.
From what we've seen over the last year, because your social media content has been absolute dynamite this year. I have loved it.
I hope so.
Obsessed.
With all the energy I spent doing that.
They put you boys to work.
Yeah, they did.
Like, they put you boys to work.
You and Liam together have been so brilliant.
Thank you. No, I agree. I agree. We've been brilliant.
Yeah, you have been.
Alongside our small job.
Oh yeah, the racing's been great.
Racing
but social
bits,
media,
the part-time
absolutely winning at life.
The side hustle.
Yeah, totally.
Driving an F1 car.
Was there any particular thing that they made you do on social media that you enjoyed the most? Because the lip syncing, can I just say, is very impressive.
No, I really don't like the lip syncing.
Oh, okay. I like it.
It's very hard.
Yeah.
You need to time yourself. Like you need to. So it's not my first language as well.
Yeah, that's true.
So not always easy. I can tell you about the things I don't like, but what?
Well, I just, because it was really nice because you could see that you and Liam just got along really well. And I think that's because you both are obsessed.
Doing it with with Liam was very funny.
Yeah.
Actually, because at least with both of us doing it.
Yeah, you're both suffering.
Yeah, we're both, exactly. It's always good to suffer with your friend,
Yeah, that's nice.
It's actually cool.
And have you watched the film Cars together because you both have the same obsession?
No, we haven't.
You should.
Yeah, I know.
You need a Cars night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because is that what got you into racing as well? Similar to Liam?
Yeah. But obviously, like, Liam got to Formula 1 before I did. So he got to talk about his passion for cars before I did.
Did that annoy you a little
bit?
Yeah, he's kind of owned it, hasn't he?
Yeah, he did. And I'm pissed that they had him.
Yeah. Now he gets all the Lightning McQueen stuff.
I'm the biggest fan now.
I reckon like a head-to-head quiz. Like, see who comes out.
I would win.
Who's got? Do you reckon?
Yeah.
You back yourself.
How many times do you reckon you've watched it?
Let's do a quick math thing. let's say I watched it 3 times a day from 3 years old to probably 10.
Brilliant.
Whoa.
So that's a lot. Maybe nearly 1,000, more than 1,000 times, yeah.
So you can quote it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice.
Buff.
But in French.
Oh, in French,
Because
of
I watched
course.
it in French.
Yeah. So actually,
As a kid, I didn't speak English, so when I told Liam I watched it in French, he was like, "What do you mean in French?" Bah, I'm from France.
Sorry,
Like,
what did you expect, Liam? Like,
yeah, like, at 3 years old.
You're literally French.
Yeah, at 3 years old.
maybe
yeah.
he gets the Kiwi edition.
Yes.
Yeah, is it still called?
In Canada, it's different. In Quebec, it's called
interesting.
bagnole.
Bagnole.
Yeah,
Oh.
slang for car.
Oh, there you go. Oh, we've learnt something
Then
today.
we
Yeah.
have learnt something.
Very
every day.
nice.
I'll tell you what, Isack, as well. Something I think else that has put you in the hearts of such so many fans. I think your ability to bounce back from adversity. And obviously, we talked about Australia already. I also want to talk about, because I remember in Formula 3, you, Zane, Ollie, Victor,
Yeah,
all went to the finale.
yeah.
You had a chance to win it. It didn't work out. And obviously in F2 as well, you and Gabby went the full length. And they were both 2 very, very strong seasons. First year in F2 was difficult. You finished 14th in the standings. Can you just talk a little bit about that season? And I guess what I really want to ask is do you think that season was really important in your development to turn you into the driver you are today?
I think it makes today even better, knowing that I'm a Red Bull racing driver when I look back at this season. Like there's been moments where you actually have to realize that you're not making it. And you start doubting yourself, and you have pressure, you need to, you're one step away from Formula 1, and you have your worst season in racing. There's been tough moments, but I'm more than grateful for like the support I had and having got that second chance. And I remember the state of mind I was in going into campus. It was a different one. When I came to F2, I was very confident the first year because I had a very good F3 season, and in a team I knew. Didn't go to plan, but I remember going to that last season with a lot of pressure because I was like, yeah, this is it. This is my final chance.
Sure.
If it doesn't work out this year, I need to accept that F1's not a thing anymore.
Because typically in Formula 2, if it's not in your first 2 years, because even Felipe,
Finished.
Teo both won, but it took them more than
Yeah.
2 years to win it. So, yeah, did you really think like it's kind of now or never?
It's now.
Yeah.
It's the first time I had this feeling actually.
Really?
A lot of pressure, and I had my best season in motorsport that year. Like when we were winning, we were dominant. Of course, it was very up and down,
Of
and
course.
I had many doubts. I was like, okay, I'm joining a team that's finished like ninth in the standings. I was like, this is gonna be a challenge, and I had an amazing year.
We're excited to welcome AvaTrade as a presenting partner of the award-winning Talking Ball podcast. Now, AvaTrade is a globally regulated, multi-award-winning broker featuring over 1,250 tradable instruments from CFDs and futures to options. With trading platforms like MT4 and MT5, as well as their mobile app or web trader, AvaTrade is built to empower traders to trade with confidence anytime at every level. Well, now here we are. Starting 2026 as a Red Bull Racing driver. The Red Bull Racing team has been around for as long as you have been alive, which is crazy. But it's your first time here on Talking Ball, so I feel like it's only fair that we get to know you a little bit. So we've got some quick fire questions for you.
You look terrified.
All we need
Your
is just
face
your
is like,
bank
oh,
account
God.
details, just simple stuff.
Okay, good.
So we're going to throw some questions at you just so the Red Bull fans can get to know you a little bit. You ready?
Go for it.
Okay. Do you have a nickname?
Isack.
Well, I've got written here Petit Prost.
Yeah, but the family nickname.
Okay, family nickname
Yeah,
is...
my name it's horrible, but yeah, Isack. You don't understand, but French people will understand.
Excellent.
Okay, it's a French thing.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, just to touch on, you saw Alain in Abu
yes.
Dhabi, right?
Yes.
Just a little bit. Must have been amazing, right?
Unreal.
Legend.
Like, oh yeah, because again, like I said, huge Senna
That
Senna
era.
fan.
Yeah.
And as a kid, I was rooting for Ayrton, and as I grew up, more and more appreciating what Prost did actually.
Yeah.
you actually look at his career. He's had like the most beautiful career in terms of stats and teams he's joined. He's won with all the great teams.
Absolutely.
He had all the toughest teammates,
Mm-hmm.
and I love his approach. Like he's using his head. And my dad, he's a physicist, and he always wanted to meet Alain Prost because it's the only like driver that's.
Professor. Yeah.
Did he meet him?
Yeah, he was here when I gave him my helmet.
Ah.
So actually, the best moment was seeing my dad, who actually watched Prost live racing.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's so cool.
Yeah,
oh,
I
that's
love that.
He got-
incredible.
to spend a bit of time with him, and I was so hyped for my dad.
Yeah.
It was the best moment.
So being called Petite Prost, I've got written here, is because you bite your nails.
Yes, that's true.
Don't bite your nails.
I didn't today, right?
No, you haven't
You've not
so
done
far.
it not
I've
in
been
this
trying to
podcast.
keep an
Exactly.
eye out for it, and so far you
Yeah, I
haven't done
don't.
it. It's a bad habit. Get out of that habit.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Right, well, I'll tell you what, actually, talking of Alain, might be your answer to this question. If your teammate could be any driver in F1 history, not currently on the grids, so past, who would it be?
I'm still going for Lewis.
Yeah, fair.
Not
Not
on
on
the
the
grid.
grids, not on the grids.
Excuse me, guys.
Oh, not on the
Sorry.
grid.
Not on the grid.
Ayrton.
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 Yes, still.
Yeah.
Love it.
Are you an early bird or a night owl?
Actually, none. I
What time
have
do you
very
get-
long nights.
What time do you get up in the morning on a normal day?
Between 10 and 11.
That's really late.
Yeah, I'm a bit like that.
10 and 11?
Yeah.
What time do you go to bed?
Like average, like 1.
Oh, you're a night owl then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
stay up that
No,
late.
that's me. That's me.
I can't do it.
I work so much better. I'm more productive in the evening.
No,
but,
I can't do it.
Favorite movie genre, Isack? What kind of?
Genre.
Yeah, what genre of movie?
Pixar.
Yeah. I mean, animation.
Has to be
Animation.
Cars. Yeah, yeah. Nice.
What's your favourite memory in Formula One?
Memory. Honestly, the whole week of Japan.
Yeah.
The whole week.
Nice.
What's the best thing you ate while you were out there?
Ooh.
You've got to ask this
with
question.
Yuki, he brought me to a very good meat place. It was his
Nice.
goodbye dinner for VCarb
Yep.
at the time. And it was great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yuki's
Yuki.
the right choice to hang around
Yeah,
with
yeah,
when it comes
so-
to
so
Japanese
good.
food. Yeah.
Every time I need recommendations for a place,
Mm.
he knows.
Although weirdly, he prefers Australian food to the Japanese food. The Australian.
Australian Wagyu.
Yeah. He was very
Yeah,
passionate
yeah,
about
yeah.
that on this podcast.
It's true. It's very good.
Yeah.
I like it. Wet race or dry race?
Recently, wet race is just we can't see anything, and
Spray, yeah.
actually it becomes a drying race, and it's not really fun.
Do you have
So,
any
yeah.
indication of whether the spray will be any better in 26 with these new cars?
I think so because of the way like
So less
Aero
ground effect
package
sucking.
of
Yeah.
the car, I think it's gonna make it a bit easier. It's also
Hopefully.
slower.
Yeah.
It should be. So I hope so.
But I guess it's hard to simulate that, right? in
Oh
the
yeah,
sim,
it's
so
impossible.
yeah.
But yeah.
What was the last concert that you went to? Oh,
I've
I
never
feel like
been.
this is going to be embarrassing.
Yeah, I've never been to a concert.
You've never been to a concert.
Yeah.
Who do you what do you listen to?
Honestly, any kind, mostly rap.
Okay,
But yeah,
we can sort a
I've
concert.
never
Yeah,
been.
surely. Red Bull can sort out something, can't
Yeah,
we?
we'll
I
have
know,
some
but it's just that I
Come on.
don't want to.
Okay, well, fair enough. Then maybe
I
just
mean,
don't go. You'd rather watch on your telly.
Or like what about like a festival? Would you ever go to like a festival that's a bit more of a rather than just
But
one
I've never
act?
been. I
I'd
see, like
recommend
just
a
music
festival.
in general.
I don't think you want to go to a festival because the toilets aren't very nice in a festival. Yeah, no, just watch it at
Yeah,
home.
I guess
it's
if
fine.
you
How
If
many
you do it, it's
languages?
easier.
yeah.
How many languages can you speak?
Just to.
Just two.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to learn Dutch.
No, it's not on my plans.
Okay, fine. Fair enough.
No. Maybe I can learn Japanese one day. It would be
Oh yeah.
Yes.
big
Yeah.
flex.
Nice, like it. Favorite hobby outside of motorsport?
Combat sports. Judo.
Mm.
Judo is my first sport.
Are you black belt?
Brown belt.
Okay, I still don't
Do you
know
still
what that
get the
means. but-
time to?
Phew,
Do much
very
judo?
little.
Yeah.
But when I do practice, I'm like, wow. I don't have like I have very good muscle memory,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but still the body doesn't follow like it should. It's very specific.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, we already know the answer to this next question, which is what's your favorite sport outside of F1, which I think would be boxing.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite race? Apart from Japan, because you've said Japan like 6 times now.
Of course. Yeah, it's apart from Japan.
Yeah.
You know what? I really like Australia. Like
Okay.
in F2, I have very good memories.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Albert Park. A favourite track that is not on the current F1 calendar?
Oof. Mugello.
Mugello.
Hockenheim.
Mugello during the lockdown years was fun.
Yes.
I enjoyed that race.
Yeah, that was fast.
That was and great on a sim as well. Mugello's probably my favourite track to drive on a sim.
Is
I love
it?
Yeah, just this fast corners. It's just you get in the zone and you just sweep him around. Love it.
It's
Also,
great.
Magny-Cours. Earlier this year, we were there, and I think we were there the day before you turned up.
Yes,
I
we
think.
were.
We were there
Really?
Friday.
Yeah, for
And you were the-
Motormania.
And we interviewed Sebastian Buemi the day before. But how
Okay.
was it driving around Magny-Cours?
With the V8, awesome.
Yeah.
With my crowd, so good.
Yeah, man.
It was so good.
That must have been amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just missed you by a day. We were a bit gutted by that.
Yeah.
that
Why
we
did
just
you not
missed
come the day I came?
That's not down to me.
Ask the production
I
crew.
didn't make the flight plans. I don't know.
Okay. Sorry for you guys.
If you weren't in motorsport, what career do you think you would have ended up in?
Surely not combat sports because my parents wouldn't let me. Honestly, before racing, I was into judo more than anything.
Okay.
It's probably judo black belt.
Or like an Olympian. You could have done the Olympics.
Like Olympic Games, being
Yeah.
in the national team.
Yeah. And then
But
become a
it's
coach.
It's a tough sport.
Yeah.
It's a tough life, actually.
But I think, to be honest, I think with any athlete, to get to your level, to get to the top, regardless of whether it's F1 or judo or whatever the sport may be, you need that kind of mindset, don't you? You need that, a bit of natural gift, a bit of discipline, a bit of all of these factors that can actually... So you probably would have made it as a judo black belt. Been in the Olympics. When's the next Olympics? I can't even remember.
20...
Is it Los Angeles? It's LA.
Sure. I don't know.
Yeah, because I forget, because the World Cup's in America
2028.
as well.
I don't know.
Got all of
Olympics,
it.
2028.
I'm very wary that we're running low on time.
Yeah, we are
so
running
what
low
I
on
want
time.
to do
So
is
I'm going to the
immediately
Olympics. Okay.
move
Yes.
on to
Yes.
move on to your teammate Max Verstappen.
Yeah.
Now, how does it feel to be driving alongside him for 2026?
So cool.
Like you and Max against the world.
Yeah. So I'm just 21
Yeah.
years old. I've started single seater in 2019, and I get to be teammate with the best driver on the grid.
Yeah.
It's a huge privilege.
Because what I find, especially with Max is very good at taking rookies under his wing and just kind of giving lots of good advice to the younger drivers. So have you had some chats with Max ahead of next season yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Ahead of 26, not really. But
Okay.
you know, like I think drivers parade is like the right time to go and
Yeah.
have good chats with him. But yeah, he's a very nice dude.
I feel like there's some gin and tonics on the cards.
Ooh,
It's gonna be coming.
yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Although I don't know, I feel like Max
Absolutely.
would go for a gin and tonic and then Isaac's going to sit there with his fruity tea.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah. My mint tea.
Yeah, I feel the vibe. I've got it.
Do you think, racing alongside Max this year, obviously not in the same team, but is there anything in particular you look at? Because he's 11 years in the sport he's had, right? So he's been here a long time. So it's going to take, there's going to be so many things he's learned over the course of his career as well, right? Is there anything you look at in Max that you think that's what I need to work on or would love to have if you could have one trait of his,
It's just it's like so far this year. Why did he finish so close to being world champion without the best car?
Yeah.
Because there's been races where it's like there's very tricky conditions, and he's always gonna be here. Like when conditions are a bit difficult, he's there, and also his ability to he always turns up in Q3. He always goes and find more lap times. If there's like a single opportunity, if there's like a scenario out of like 10 million, there's only one where he's actually going to win the race. He's going to win the race.
He's clutch. Like it's those clutch moments where you got to get it done, and that's...
Yeah, that's... Like, it's just under pressure. But you can really feel that once he goes in the car, like he's not... you can tell like there's like a mix of obviously his natural ability, and you can tell that his 11 years of F1 are also paying off. Like he goes in and I just feel like he drives this F1 car like a go-kart. That's the difference.
I mean, we're looking ahead to 2026. We have major changes in terms of regulations. Now, for you, I guess the changeover might be slightly easier for you in terms of your style of driving, because you've done one main season as an F1 driver with these regulations, and then next year it's all changed, whereas the older drivers might struggle with the changeover a little bit. But do you think the 2026 regulations are going to kind of suit your style of driving? Are you feeling positive about it?
You know, to be fair, I've never done, like, even in F2, even in F4, when I did another season, the car was completely different. There's not been a season, like 2 years in a row, where I'm actually driving the same car. I keep, like, since I'm a kid, every year for me is a new challenge. So I keep adapting every year. So I'm not used to anything. I just drive.
You just drive.
Yeah, exactly. I just drive and
Just
adapt.
drive.
But actually, you don't have habits, you know?
Yeah.
You don't have,
But that's a good thing, I think.
Yeah,
I think so.
I think that
Going in with no habits.
stands you in good stead. But also,
Yeah.
do you have any? Can you have any expectations for this next season?
I
Really?
know.
Like, I don't know
Not
if you
really.
can you?
I actually just can't wait for, like, those first tests to see where we're at.
Yeah.
You know? Like, you look at the other team, what they brought. It's very. No one knows.
No,
No
that's
one
the
knows what's
exciting
going to
part.
happen.
Yeah.
And that's very exciting.
Well, it's been very exciting for us to have you on Talking Bull. Now, obviously, as a Red Bull Racing driver, you've now got a whole new heap of fans that are going to be getting behind you, that will be watching this, that will be listening to this. So what would you like to say to your new fans that are watching or listening to this?
Not much, really. It's just...
I love this.
Just that I'm just so happy to get the season going. I just hope you guys are going to be behind me.
Oh, they will be. They already are.
I hope so, but like during a very good year, like I hope they will witness something very cool. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for the support.
Isack, thank you so much for coming on, man. Really appreciate it. Thank you for
you.
your time. I'm sure you got a busy rest of your day.
Yep.
And we'll wrap it there. Thank you all for joining us, wherever you are in the world. A pleasure as always.
Yeah.
Done.
Subscribe and we'll see you next time.
Do all that good
Thank
stuff.
you.
Subscribe again.
He knows.
Got it.
I'm coming.
This guy
Got it.
knows. He knows.